So there are some crazy sets projected to retire at the end of 2025, and I'm going to cover all of those sets in this video, along with some of my thoughts on which sets I think are the best ones to grab before they're gone. Now, the list I'm going off of today is from Brick Fanatics, and it is going to change throughout the year, but hopefully this video will give you a little bit of a way to kind of plan so you know what sets you want to keep your eyes on. There is timestamps down in the description below, so if you want to jump to your favorite themes, you can do that, but let's go ahead and we're going to jump right into Animal Crossing. To be honest, I know nothing about Animal Crossing, and I've only built one Animal Crossing set, and that was with my son that he wanted to have, but I know nothing about it. So here are the sets that are going to retire. Julian's Birthday Party, Bunny's Outdoor Activities, Captain's Island Boat Tour, Isabella's House Visit, and then Nook's Cranny and Rosie's House. Then we're going to jump over to Architecture, both of these of which I own. We have the London Skyline and the Paris Skyline. Both, I think, are great sets. Moving on to DC Superheroes, we've got the Batman Mech Armor, Batman the Animated Series Gotham City, which is an art piece. This is a set that I really like. I own it. I got it on a discount over the holidays, and I am planning on building it, and I think it's one that you should keep your eye on as well. Batman construction figure and the Batpod bike. And then lastly, Batman and the Batmobile versus Harley Quinn and Mr. Freeze, another set that I think is pretty cool. Not my favorite in the world, but I like it. Moving on to Botanicals. There's only one on this list. It's going to be the Succulents. I believe this is only the second Botanical set that has retired up to this point. I built this set. I think it's a good set, but I don't think it's a great set, and I don't think you necessarily have to have this one. Moving on to Brickheadz. We have the Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, Captain America and Red Hulk figures, Iron Man MK5 figure, Iron Spider-Man, the Potted Groot, really like that one. Clone Commander Cody is also a good one. Batman 8-in-1 figure. I got the collectible version of this from the Reward Center, which was cool. Joy, Sadness, and Anxiety, Wednesday and Enid, and then Tom and Jerry figures, which I don't have yet because obviously it hasn't released, but I am looking forward to picking that one up. So some pretty good Brickheadz. Moving on to City, we've got the cargo train, we've got the police car, the mobile police dog training, the fire rescue boat, the fire command truck, the construction trucks and wrecking ball crane 4+, the construction steamroller, race car and car carrier truck, fire rescue plane, police mobile crime lab truck, the Robot World roller coaster park, Seaside Harbor with cargo ship. We've got a couple Jungle Explorer sets here, and these are probably my two favorite city sets, and these would be the ones I'd be most interested in grabbing before they retire. We've got the Space Base and Rocket Launch Pad, the tow truck, pizza versus fire truck, and then airplane versus hospital bed. I'm not big on city, not a ton I'm going to pick up here, but again, I do think those jungle sets are kind of cool. Moving on to Creator 3-in-1, we have one set retiring over the summer, which is the Cozy House. Then we got a couple animals here with the Mighty Dinosaurs, the Majestic Tiger, Red Fox, and then the Red Dragon. Probably the biggest one that I would watch in the Creator 3-in-1, for me at least, is going to be the Pirate Ship. Then we're going to have the Space Roller Coaster. Then we have a couple of vehicles here with the Vespa and the Land Rover. And then lastly, we have a couple Skyline postcard sets here with New York and London. Moving over to that wonderful franchise, Despicable Me, and specifics Despicable Me 4. We've got the Minions and Banana Car, the Minions Music Party Bus, Brick Built Gru, and then the Minions and Gru's Family Mansion. I think all these sets are pretty cool, but the only two that I'm really looking at, I do own the Minions and Gru's Family Mansion. I think that's a really cool set. And then I would also look at the Brick Built Gru and Minions. Jumping into another big theme with Disney, we have a couple sets retiring over the summer. We've got Maleficent's Dragon Form, Disney Princess Market Adventure, and the Snow White's Jewelry Box, all retiring over the summer. Getting into the end of the year, we have a big one right off the bat with the Disney Castle. This one is one that I do not have yet that I do want to grab. We've got the Walt Disney Tribute Camera, another set that I think is really cool that you need to keep your eye on. Again, this is one that I have. I just haven't built it yet. We got a few 4+ sets here with Elsa's Frozen Castle. We've got Ariel's Crystal Cavern, and then we also have Ariel's Music Stage. A couple flower pots with Isabella's flower pot and Moana's flower pot. Then we come to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs Cottage. This is a set that I really like. I do not own, and if it is going to retire, I'm not sure if this one's actually going to leave, but if it is going to retire, definitely one that I am absolutely going to find a way to get. We've got Simba and the Lion King Cub, Elsa's Ice Palace. We've got several Encanto sets leaving with the Magical Madrigal House, Encanto Mini House, and Antonio's Animal Sanctuary. Inside Out 2 Mood Cubes, We've got the twirling Ariel. Moving over to Dreamzzz, and this again is a theme that I have not done a lot with. Retiring over the summer, we only have one set, Izzy's Dream Animals. And then getting into the end of the year, we have a few different mechs retiring with Mateo and Z-Blob, the Night Battle Mech, Cooper's Tiger Mech, and Zero's Hot Rod Car, and then Z-Blob's Robot and Vehicle Adventures. And then this one's a cool one, I would say. Castle Nocturnia. This is one that maybe you would want to keep your eye on. I think it's pretty cool. We got a couple bird-type creatures with the Never Witch's Midnight Raven, and then the Never Witch's Nightmare Creatures. We've got multiple different animal-type creatures with Logan the Mighty Panda, Bunchu's Creative Animal Adventures, and then lastly, Izzy and Bunchuro the Gaming Bunny. Another pretty cool set that I will say here is the Cooper's Robot Dinosaur C-Rex. And then we have a couple vehicles here. We have the Mateo and the Z-Blob Action Race Car, Cooper's Gaming Controller Jet, and then we have Zoe's Cat Motorcycle. And that is going to be it for Dreamzzz. So moving on to my favorite gaming franchise ever, Fortnite. So in Fortnite, we're pretty much going to have all the original sets projected to retire. So we've got the Durr Burger, the Supply Llama, Peely Bone, and the Battle Bus. For a hardened Fortnite fan like myself, I had to have all four of those, and I think if you're a Fortnite fan, you should definitely have all of these as well. Moving into Friends, I do not do much with the Friends theme, but I will say I feel like the builds have actually gotten a lot better over the past few years. Now, I'm still not a fan of like the mini dolls, and that's probably the biggest drawback to the Friends sets for me specifically, but I feel like some of the sets are actually pretty cool that they've been putting out in this theme. So this first one here is one that I think I would look at picking up. I think it's really cool, and I really like the colors. The Heartland City Community Center. We've got the Stargazing Camping Vehicle. We've got the Heart Lake City Shopping Mall, the Mobile Bakery Food Cart, Karaoke Music Party, Vintage Fashion Store, Heart Lake City Cafe, Ollie and Paisley's Family Houses, Heart Lake City Hospital, Adventure Camp Archery Range, Beachwater Scooter, Adventure Camp Cozy Cabins, Beach Smoothie Stand, Adventure Camp Water Sports, Adventure Camp Treehouse, which is pretty cool as well. A couple 4+ sets here with the Horse and Pony Trailer and the Dog Grooming Car. Another set that I think looks really cool as well, love the colors again, is the Castle Bed and Breakfast. This is one that I would keep my eye on. Then we've got Andrea's Modern Mansion. Again, another set that I think is just really unique. I like the modern architecture. I think the colors look great. A bunch of smaller Friend sets here that I won't rattle off the names of, but I'll kind of pause it on this screen for just a second so you can look at those names. Then we've got the Horse and Pet Vet Clinic, Restaurant and Cooking School, Heart Lake City Airport and Airplane, Hair Salon and Accessories Store, Creative Beach, and Travel Suitcase. So yeah, a couple in there that I do think are pretty cool, and I think Friends is going in the right direction. Moving on to a big theme, Harry Potter, and this is one that we actually don't have a lot of sets retiring, but we do have some heavy hitters retiring. So first one right off the bat, Diagon Alley. This has been on the shelves for a while. I absolutely think this set looks amazing. I do not own it yet for some reason, but this is absolutely one that I'm going to get my hands on before it retires. I think this is a great set, and I think you should definitely look at picking up this set before it's gone because I think it's going to get expensive. Another set that I do own that I have not built and I also think looks really good, the Hogwarts Icons Collector's Edition. I think this is another set that you should definitely at least consider. The next one here is the Hogwarts Castle and Grounds. I just picked this one up about 3 or 4 months ago. Another set that I think looks really good. They did a fantastic job of building this set out. Then we have Dobby the House Elf, cool set, Hogwarts Express and Hogmeade Station. And then lastly, the Triwizard Tournament, The Arrival. This is another set that I think looks really good. I love the look of that ship. I picked it up, have not built it yet. Moving on to another personal favorite theme of mine, icons. And we've got some more big ones in this. So we've got the Boutique Hotel in the modular series. We've got the Vespa 125, the Lion Knights Castle. That is a big one, and you definitely need to be keeping an eye on this one if it does retire. We've got a second modular retiring this year with the Jazz Club. We've got the Land Rover Classic Defender 90. This one I'm intrigued about, so I am looking at this one for sure. We've got the yearly Christmas set retiring with the Alpine Lodge, the Over the Moon with Pharrell Williams, which I don't really care about, and then we also have Everyone is Awesome. Now we're going to jump over to ideas, another favorite theme of mine. I feel like I'm saying that with every theme that we come across here, but let's just keep going. We've got the motorized lighthouse. This is a really cool set. This is on my list to build this year. I love the look of this set. We've got Disney Hocus Pocus, the Sanderson Sisters Cottage. I built this about a year ago. Really like it. You should definitely keep an eye on this one. The Insect Collection that is kind of like, for me. The Viking Village, I think it looks pretty good, not amazing. And then the Orient Express train. I just picked this up when they ran the discount on it. I think this train looks really good. So some good sets to keep an eye out and ideas as well. Moving over to Marvel. We've got a couple sets retiring over the summer. We've got Rocket's Warbird versus Ronin, and then the Green Goblin construction figure. Moving to the end of the year, we have a couple 4+ sets. We have Spider-Man's car and Doc Ock, as well as Team Spidey-Web Spinner headquarters. We have the Infinity Gauntlet. Next, we have 2 sets here that tie together and are both leaving the shelves. Spider-Man Final Battle, and then also the expansion pack, Spider-Man versus the Sandman Final Battle, which goes on top, if I'm not mistaken. So if you have one of those, you're going to want to get the other one. Then we have a couple smaller mechs here with the Venom mech, the Captain America mech, the War Machine mech armor, and the Iron Spider-Man mech. The severely overpriced X-Men X-Jet, which I am going to be doing a review on. The Rocket and Baby Groot. I'm not sure the pronunciation on this one, but the Thor versus Surtur construction figure, the Avengers versus the Leviathan, the Avengers Assemble Age of Ultron, the just released X-Mansion, so I'm not sure if this one's actually going to retire, but it is on the list. The Avengers Helicarrier, and lastly, the Spider-Man race car and Venom Green Goblin. And then in the collectible minifigure series, we have Series 27 that's going to launch and retire at the beginning of 2025. And then we also have these new Formula One packs. It's, I guess, also 12 that you can collect. These are going to be available and are also going to retire in 2025. Those are pretty interesting. I'm not really sure what to think of those yet, but knowing myself, I'll probably end up buying them anyways, but those are both going to be leaving the shelves. Okay, so Ninjago. We have a couple 4+ sets. We have the Kai's Source Dragon Battle retiring over the summer, and then moving to the end of the year, we have a Aaron's Battle Mech retiring. Continuing on with sets that are retiring at the end of the year, we have Jay's Mech Battle Pack. We have a bunch of mechs here, which all look pretty good, honestly. Sora's Elemental Tech Mech, Kai's Elemental Fire Mech, and then we have Cole's Elemental Earth Mech. And then I believe this is pronounced Egult the Master Dragon, but that is retiring. We've got Young Dragon Ryu, Aaron's Ninja Off-Road Buggy Car, Kai's Ninja Climber Mech, Wolf Mask Shadow Dojo, Tournament Temple City. This is a set that I am intrigued about. I think this set looks really good. I love the colors. I love the architecture. This is one that I am looking to pick up definitely before it retires. Zane's Ice Motorcycle, Tournament Battle Arena, Ninja Team Combo Vehicle, Cole's Titan Dragon Mech. I think this, as far as mech goes, looks really good. So this would be one that I would actually consider buying as well if I can find it at the right price. Next is Source Dragon of Motion, and this is one that kind of intrigues me because I'm typically not big on Ninjago, but Stud City did put this one in their top 10 list. And then we've got Kai's Dragon Spinjitzu Spinner and Sora's Dragon Spinjitzu Spinner. Just a couple sets over here in Sonic. We have Shadow the Hedgehog Escape, Knuckles Guardian Mech, Tails Adventure Boat, Knuckles and Master Emerald Shrine, Supersonic versus Egg Drillster, and Shadow the Hedgehog. All right, so moving on to Speed Champion. Over the summer, we have one retiring, McLaren Formula One car. And then moving into the end of the year, we're gonna have the Too Fast, Too Furious Nissan Skyline, the Ford Mustang Dark Horse. I think that car looks really nice. The Audi S1 e-tron Quattro, another set that I think looks really nice as well. BMW M4 and BMW M Hybrid. Lamborghini Lambo V12 Vision Gran Turismo. And then this is probably the one that I'm gonna keep my eye on the most. I think this is just a really cool set, and I think both of these cars look amazing. The Mercedes AMG G63 and the Mercedes AMG SL63. Definitely one that I'm hoping to find a discount on. And then lastly, the Aston Martin Vantage Safety Car and AMR 23. So definitely a couple cool ones to watch in this category. Now, probably the biggest one of all, the one most people care about, what is retiring in Star Wars. So here we go. We've already mentioned it. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader Brickheadz are leaving. We've got the Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout Speeder. A really big one here, which I have yet to build, but is definitely already on my list, and I do own it. That is going to be the UCS Razor Crest. Keep your eyes on this. Another big one, the UCS X-Wing Starfighter. This one is also leaving the shelves. So we've got multiple UCS sets that are supposed to be leaving in 2025. This next one's kind of disappointing. It was supposed to retire at the end of last year. It hung around. The Ghost and Phantom 2. Then we have Ahsoka Tano's T6 Jedi Shuttle, the Onyx Cinder, the Tantive 4, the Invisible Hand, the Moss Espa Pod Race Diorama. I actually liked this set. I know a lot of people did not like it, but I actually think it looks pretty good. And then our third UCS retiring Lego set, the Interceptor. Keep an eye on this one as well. This is one that I own, but I will be watching it throughout the year. A 4+ set here with the Crimson Firehawk, Ahsoka Tano's Duel on Peridia, the Creative Play Droid Builder. This one makes no sense to me. And then lastly, the one that everyone thought should have been added to the Jabba's Sail Barge, the Desert Skiff, and Sarlacc Pit. I own the Jabba's Sail Barge. This is one that I'm going to have to pick up, and hopefully I can find a good deal on it to minimize costs. Moving into Super Mario. A couple retiring over the summer. We've got Bowser's Muscle Car, Goomba's Playground, and then Soda Jungle Maker Set. Those are all over the summer, and then a few retiring at the end of the year here. Probably the biggest one right off the bat is going to be the Mighty Bowser. This is an amazing looking set. Looks really close to the actual Bowser himself, so this is one that I would look at for sure. Battle with Roy at Peach's Castle. We've got King Boo's Haunted Mansion, and then we've got the Bowser Express Train. None of those I really care about. Probably the biggest one here is going to be the Mighty Bowser. Moving into Technic. For all those Technic fans, a couple big ones retiring in this theme as well. First one is going to be the Lamborghini Scion FKP 37. This is one that is really cool. I have yet to build it, but I want to build it. I gotta say though, I've never loved the color on this thing. I don't know why. I know a lot of people really love it, but the red for the Ferrari and some of the other ones are more appealing to me for some reason. The next one here on this list I have built, I think looks amazing, and I think you should consider it if you like motorbikes, the BMW M1000RR. Then we have the McLaren Formula One race car, the Ferrari Daytona SP3. I have built that one. Looks amazing. I'm definitely a big fan of it. The largest Technic set I believe ever is about to retire as well. The Liebherr Crawler Crane LR 13000. Then we have the 2022 Ford GT, the Peugeot 9x8 24H Le Mans Hybrid Hypercar, the Yamaha MT10 SP. A couple smaller sets here with this John Deere Harvester, and then this heavy-duty bulldozer, and then a few off-road vehicles with the Neon McLaren Extreme E and the off-road race buggy. We also have the Mack LR electric garbage truck retiring, the Neon McLaren Formula E team, Surface Space Loader, Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute, and this Lamborghini Huracan. Moving on to a newer theme with Wednesday. I don't know if they're going to produce any more Wednesday sets, but we do have the Wednesday Addams figure and the Wednesday and Enid's dorm room. Neither of those do I care about all that much. And we've got one set retiring in Classic here, the Creative Houses. Got a bunch of pieces. If you into mocks or maybe something like that, that might be useful, but nothing I'm really looking at. Just two exclusive sets that are going to be retiring, the Travel Moments and the Message Board. I hate to say it, I love Duck Bricks, but I am not a fan of the Travel Moments set. And then also, I just don't really get the Message Board set either, just to be frank. So neither of those do I really care about. Then we're going to get into Minecraft, which I think is another big theme for a lot of people. We've got the Fox Lodge, which my son has built. We've got Steve's Desert Expedition, the Armory, the Nether Portal Ambush, the Frog House, the Pirate Ship Voyage, the Cherry Blossom Garden, the Wolf Stronghold, the Windmill Farm, the Badlands Mine Shaft, the Ender Dragon and Endship, the crafting table, and then Baby Pig's birthday celebration. Now, my sons love Minecraft. They would buy all of these. For me, I don't really care too much about a lot of these sets. I probably would look at picking up the crafting table just to see what that's all about. But outside of that, I've never played the game Minecraft. I don't know much about it, so there's not much of a connection there for me. And then the last theme that we are going to hit here is going to be the seasonal. So we've got Money Tree. That is supposed to retire over the summer. Then we've got Santa's Sleigh. That is a really cool set. If you haven't picked it up, I'd recommend it. We've got the Christmas Tree, which is also cool. The Spring Animal Playground, Hedgehog Picnic Gift Date, Halloween Barn, the Christmas Ornament Selection, the Love Bears, and then the 2 New Year sets that we always get, the Trotting Lantern and Good Fortune. I will say, in my opinion, these are probably 2 of the weakest New Year sets that we've had in quite a while. I don't really love either of them. I thought last year was really strong, but these 2 I'm not really loving. That is the initial list. Again, it's going to be changing over the course of the year, so you're going to want to stay tuned. I will drop an updated list later in the year, and I will drop a list if things change for the summertime. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let me know what sets you're looking at picking up for your collection or for investing before they're gone, and I will catch you in the next video.